Welcome to our second game of the afternoon featuring the Ursuline Academy Raiders and the Academy of Notre Dame Irish. Let's meet today's participants. First for Ursuline, Sophia Filipowski, Ava Benunto, Emma Anthony, Claire Gordon, Shamira Marshall Brothers, Jaslyn Wesley, Skylar Bolden, Danielle Wooten, Riley Fairclough, Nora McClinchy, Deanna Holden. Now let's meet the Ursuline starters. Number 1, Taylor Brown. Number 5, Hannah Kelly. Number 21, Abigail Grillo. Number 23, Giselle Banks. Number 33, Jordan Tate. First one's moved by John Newton, assisted by Frank Canuto and Ryan Melania. And now let's meet the Irish from the Academy of Notre Dame Alex Gillian, Scarlett Henry, Kendall Moore, Sophia Hall, Emma Roosevelt, Temperance England, Molly Hay, Briella Romero. And now here are your Irish starters. Number 2, Chloe Knott. Number 10, Katie Kelly. Number 11, Lizzie Halligan. Number 15, Annie Greek. Number 25, Katie Halligan. The Irish are coached by Lauren Power, assisted by Terry Mancini and Mark Flagg.
All right, welcome back to Tatnall School Game 2 of the Diamond State Classic on Friday, December 30th. Mike Lang, Jason Winchell here on Delaware Live Sports. Today it's Ursuline out of Wilmington, Delaware against the Academy of Notre Dame. Dinamore from Villanova, Pennsylvania, the Raiders and the Irish. Ursuline played just last night, defeating Plymouth Whitemarsh. Notre Dame played on Wednesday against Padua, and they also won. So we should have a good one here today. At the conclusion of the game, Jason and I will be naming the premier physical therapy player of the game, and we hope to have that young lady up here for an interview. Just so you're aware, moms and dads, our informal, it's a rule, is if you've been player of the game in the tournament before, you're ineligible, because we like to get as many of the girls up here as possible. So Taylor Brown and Katie Kelly, ineligible for interviews today, but they can still be players of this game. Just not the premier physical therapy player of the game.
That's correct.
We are underway. Jordan Tate tips to Kelly. This is how they started last night, except Kelly went straight to the hoop last time. Katie Kelly, number 5. Jordan Tate there, number 33. Also, Taylor Brown with the ball here, number 1. Gigi Banks, number 23. There's Tate from 10 foot. It won't go. And Abby Grillo, number 21, are your starters for Ursuline, near steal there. Katie Kelly, number 10, right there, gets it to, that's Chloe Knox up top. Katie Halligan out there. And Annie Greek, I believe, is number 15. And I have to look at one number. That's pretty good for having seen them once 2 days ago. Number 25 is Katie Halligan. What am I missing? I think that's everybody.
Mike, the camera.
Oh, look, we're looking at the ceiling.
Mike.
I should tighten that up. That's Katie Halligan for 3. My apologies to the Halligan family. This is what I get for looking at rosters, Jay. When you have to do all the work. Grillo answers with a 3, and we are off and shooting.
Yeah.
And you got a good look at the Tatnall ceiling here. That's going to come out of my paycheck. I know it. What's going on here? Alrighty. Turnover. You know the Raiders. We know the Raiders well. They're going to play.
That was a 10-second violation.
10-second violation. They're going to play extreme pressure defense, and they're going to cause a lot of turnovers if things go the way they anticipate. That's a trademark for Coach Noonan. That's off of Brown's hands. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Raiders. Taylor right there and Giselle Banks, 8th graders playing for Ursuline. A couple of sophomores in the senior hand of Kelly. And Gigi Banks, by the way, came up behind me today and scared half the life out of me and got a good laugh out of it. I'm glad I could help Gigi loosen up this morning before the game. 3-pointer for Tate. 6-3. And if you're getting 3-pointers from Jordan Tate,
it's raining.
That's a good sign.
It's raining threes here early in this one.
This is Kelly, our player of the game the other night. A fun interview. We got Taylor. We got to show her shoes at some point, her Christmas gift. That ball's out of bounds. Here we go. Jay, there's the LeBrons right there that Taylor picked up for Christmas. That's a good-looking shoe.
It is better than.
Looks better on her than it would on me.
So we had LeBrons. We had Jordans.
Pass inbounds is loose. Knox gets to it. Being guarded by the lone senior out there for the Raiders. No, I'm sorry, that was Grillo. She's a sophomore. Kelly's in the middle. That's Hannah Kelly, number 5. Greek says hello on her way by. Hannah, to the hoop she goes. Look at Ursuline Maben, and that's going to be a foul on Greek. Thinking Ursuline was probably expecting some help defense behind her, and none was there. Mr. Andre L. Photography in the house. So Annie Greek, first foul of the game for either team. Grillo to Banks. I'm so happy Ursuline's here this year. Getting to see some of the Raiders.
They were here last year.
They were here last year. And that ball's up and in. That was Greek. It's 6-5. Favor of the Raiders. 7-6. Kick out. Kelly gets it to Brown. The runner from Tay. And it goes. And now it's 8-7.
We're on my favorite apparatus, the seesaw.
Back there, the photographer's all sitting down there on the back wall. Jay, they must have watched the stream last night. Ursuline and Plymouth Whitemarsh, and here they are today. Plus, the other tournament downstate is over, right? No, it ended today. I know it ended yesterday. I lose track of the days. Bank shot there for Katie Kelly. Baseline drive for Grillo. She's fouled, and she'll shoot a pair. So take a breath. It's that kind of day already. 9-8, Irish.
A lot of offense in this one early.
Katie Halligan picks up the foul. Grillo had a good game last night against Plymouth Whitemarsh.
She's already got 4 here tonight.
That was a real nice win for the Raiders. And
yeah, Plymouth Whitemarsh is 8-2, so that's a 4-point win right now.
It was a close one. The Colonials made a big comeback there at the end and just missed a 3-pointer that would have sent us into overtime. Alrighty, so it's 10-9 Raiders as the free throws are good from Grillo. Knox throws that off a Raiders' head, it looked like. Up they go. Katie Kelly with room. Can't get the bounce. Katie Halligan takes a step back from Jordan Tate. It won't go, and Taylor Brown gets the ball. And up she goes to Kelly. Kelly drives, stops, has it stripped.
Great defense there.
That was Greek. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was. There's a bucket for Katie Halligan. There, that was number 11 on the defense. That's the other Halligan.
Yeah, the Halligan connection.
That runner won't go. And back the other way. There's Halligan, number 11, loses the handle, almost still puts it in.
This Notre Dame team's running with Ursuline right now, Mike.
The track meet is on. That's a foul, and I think we're going to get 2 shots here
and if that is
for Giselle Banks.
That's on Hannigan. That's her second. That's a tough break right there.
All right, I'm going to take a breath here. Number 11 is Lizzie Halligan. Greek has
it's actually
second
Greek,
foul.
So it's Greek's second.
First one for Gigi is good. Tate is going to get a breather here. Skylar Bolden played a really good game last night for Ursuline.
Oh, now they're changing it to 25. So that's
okay,
her
so that would
second.
be Katie Halligan, and it is her second.
Then they're going to have to she took the wrong player out. Thinking that the foul they got to get this straightened out. It's not fair.
Yeah, there's not a player foul up on the board, but there are 3 team fouls. So it is Katie Halligan, who now has 2 fouls, and it's still on the floor.
Yeah, because they didn't realize it because they had 15. Again,
and that's a turnover. It's a little zigzag.
They're going to get her out now.
Yeah, that's what she intended. Greek back in. The substitute that is in is number 34, and that's Sophia Hall. Sophia had a good game the other night against Padua. Shot well against the Pandas. Alrighty, so Coach Powers has the 5 she wants on the floor. Coach Noonan has his 5 on the floor. Grillo back up top to Brown. She drives. Grillo for another 3 attempt, and she's got another 3. Grillo not afraid to shoot. She's really coming to her own as a sophomore.
She's got 8 points already.
Down Knox goes playing the D. Ursuline, Lizzie Halligan gets behind a defender and puts it up and in. 15-13 Raiders. Still 2:45 to go here in quarter number 1. And we're going to have a foul.
Ooh.
And
I thought it was
disagreement.
Yeah,
they want to travel.
That could have been a carry, but they called the bump first.
It's going to be on the floor.
Already 14 fouls to 0. Something to. I'm sure that's what the coach is saying to the official right there.
Official.
Little home cooking early.
Let's little timeout till they get a substitute in, and that is Emma Rocheleau, whose name I completely messed up the other night. 3-pointer. This one won't go. Bolden fighting with Lizzie Halligan for the rebound. It's a jump ball. It's going to go to the Irish.
Give a chance to Ursula to set up their press.
And a chance for me to catch my breath. The defense is there. It's always there for Ursuline. Stolen by Banks. Oh, she takes a hard spill, comes down, and being an 8th grader, Jay, she didn't even feel it.
Nope.
Is it going to be a shooting foul?
No, it's possession. It was definitely on the floor.
She's on the foul line, but it's
on the floor.
That might just be where she's setting up.
Hanging out.
Bolden's going to be the inbounder. 5-0 on the team fouls, and I'm sure that's been noticed by the Notre Dame staff.
They've already been talking to that official after that last one where they thought it was a travel before the foul.
Raiders now in the corner. Another one knocked out, this time by Rocheleau. I'm sorry, that's Sophia Hall. Got that one. Into Taylor Brown. One-on-one with Lizzie Halligan. Gets the screen. Into Bolden, a little pick and roll, and it works. Skylar Bolden. A steal. This time it's Hannah Kelly. Her pass knocked down, and Halligan's got it. It goes through some legs and picked up by the Irish. Now we have a foul on Ursuline.
They had to call that one, Mike. That was you could hear the contact from up here.
It's going to be on Grillo.
As they almost did get the steal.
There's a look at Lizzie Halligan. Coach Powers behind her.
Ursuline offense much better early in this game. Yesterday was more that defensive between Plymouth White Marsh and Ursuline Academy, 47-43.
Kelly bringing it up. Yeah, it was started a little slow in the scoring department and then ended a little slow for Ursuline, but they got it going a little bit in the middle. But that's a little low for them, 47. But they'll take the win, I bet you.
That just tells you how good that Plymouth White Marsh defense is, too.
A lot of height on that team. Banks into the corner. Bolden trying to get it to Grillo. It's intercepted by Lizzie Halligan. And back we go, right to left. Kelly drives baseline and foul on Banks. Jay, I think she disagrees with that call, which I would expect.
Yeah, it was a little hand shackle on the sideline.
And we have a sub, Chloe Knox, coming back in. And it's going to be Emma Rocheleau taking a rest. Rocheleau did a good job in there, giving Coach Powers some time. Inbound to Greek. One-on-one against Bolden. Steps back for the long throw. That's just not fair. Sophia Hall for the offensive rebound, but boy, that ball really looked like it should have been in.
We saw that a lot in the first game, too. So many halfway in and down. I know what you blame.
It's the basketball.
Yep.
Runner for Halligan. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll go to the red and black. So we have 49 seconds to go. Pretty high-scoring first quarter here, 17-13. I would not expect the Raiders to run out 45 seconds here, but you never know.
No, I'm with you.
And they're not going to, by the way. There's a three-pointer for Gigi Banks.
Yeah, why not when you can just have her shoot and bury a three-pointer?
Little double team on Knox. Now she's one-on-one with Banks.
She's got to watch her hands, Mike.
She's very aggressive.
Yeah, and she's already got one foul.
Halligan takes it from 12. Bolden used the height. She's out to Taylor Brown. 18 seconds. They have time. Brown cross court to Anthony. Anthony checks in. Grillo for another three ball. 4 seconds. Knox. She's not going to be able to get this one off. And that would not have counted. That's going to do it for the first half. Big scoring quarter for the Raiders. They lead 23-13. Pull away there at the end a little bit. We're back with some more exciting second quarter action. You're watching 302 Sports.
Everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not, people coming to work on our kitchen. The room is totally transformed from what it used to look like. To have all this seating now and the big table, the bench seats, it's great. I love coming home and just walking through the laundry room into the kitchen every day. It was just a great experience. We love Ferris. I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just...
All right, back at Tatnall. There's a look at the Raiders, coached by John Noonan, who's in there somewhere, and got a big roster.
Off to one of their best starts in some recent years.
Good team right there, and they're expecting to compete all season long here in Delaware. And Jay, we're just looking at some regular season schedules, and we might be making a few trips over to the Laffey McHugh Gymnasium this year. They've got some good games coming in there.
It has top two teams in the state right now, Caravel and Sanford coming in. And Ursuline, so top three teams all playing each other.
Raiders with the ball to open up. Anthony, she had a big three-pointer last night. for the Raiders. They did not go very deep on the bench yesterday, and so far the same 7-player rotation as last night. Banks kind of got caught out of position there. She jumped up in the air. Chloe Knox runs the other end, blocked. I don't know if Bolden or Grillo got a piece of it. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with Notre Dame.
You know, our favorite person's Mike is.
I see him.
And he's all after every call, he just throws his hands up.
Halligan can't get it. It's rebounded by Taylor Brown. She's so quick.
Wonder if he pulled his antics getting in here.
Skylar Bolden off the glass. I thought that was him down there.
I got confused, I think, because of the mask.
That ball's going to be off for the Raiders and OB. Told me he was going to the Jameer Nelson Classic this week up at Widener.
Probably want to watch Sally's get beat by Plymouth Whitemarsh.
Spin move there from Greek. She's being guarded by Bolden up top. Notre Dame trying to slow things down a little bit here. They get running with Ursuline. The Raiders kind of pulled away a little bit here.
Well, I think they're trying to limit the damage until Hannah can get back out on the court.
Oh, Chloe Knox with the runner off the glass and good. She'll get a free throw.
That's one way to do it.
So a chance for a three-point play here for Knox. And Shamira Marshall Brothers checks in. Banks is going to get a rest. Also checking in. Fouls on Grillo. I think one of the starters is back. Hannah Kelly may have been getting a rest. So Marshall Brothers making her first appearance here at the Diamond State this year. And a three-point play for Chloe Knox. And Shamira Marshall Brothers, a lot of energy and a good scoring touch. There's a near steal, and it is poked away by Knox. Can she save it?
Nice
Touches
try.
the end line. That's a great play, Chloe.
Nice try, nice hustle, Mike. She had a lot of ground to make up to try and save it, and just wasn't able to get it done.
It looked like a wide receiver chasing down a defensive back after an interception. So Chloe Knox, you earned that screen time, young lady. Good hustle there into the corner. It's Grillo back up top. Oh, Marshall Brothers thought about it.
You and I know from watching her play, anywhere in the gym, she'll shoot.
And there's a three off the side of the backboard. She's a little rusty. She'll get that. Steal. That was deflected by Brown to Bolden. Back to Brown. In and out. Kelly tied up with a couple of Irish down there. Speaking of Irish, Hannah Kelly.
I thought you were going to say Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
No, she's Irish.
I thought you had a score update for me or something.
No, I'm sure Dad's around here somewhere. So it's only 3 points in this quarter so far. They belong to Chloe Knox, who just got a rebound. And that's a rebound for Greek. Over the hoop. Halligan's bumped, and she'll get 2 shots.
Right now,
so some great rebounding there by Notre Dame.
And you see Coach Noonan instructing his girls to box out.
Yeah, Bolden on the bench. She gives them some height. Jordan Tate is in there.
By the way, that was on Grillo, which was her third.
Yeah, she might be.
So Banks.
She's still out there.
Banks is going to come in for her. I would think.
It's a 2-shot foul, so Abby will probably be spending the rest of the first half on the sidelines.
She had that big first quarter, Mike.
Yes, she did, through 11 points. First free throw is up and good, so it's a 6-point game. All 4 points in this quarter belong to Notre Dame. Lizzie Halligan. That's a nice Irish name. She's putting the second one up, rebounded by Gigi Banks. To her classmate, Taylor Brown. Blocked by Halligan.
Great defense there by Halligan.
Lizzie Halligan there, she's number 11. It's going to be taken out by Hannah Kelly under the hoop. That's Marshall Brothers Well, Brown thought about it.
We know she'll shoot it from anywhere, too.
Loose ball. Marshall Brothers runs into a defender who was moving, I believe. It's going to be team foul number 6.
Yep.
Fouls on Knox. In possession under the hoop. Checking back in. This is Katie Halligan. She's got a couple of fouls and sat much of the first quarter into the second. Oh, nice dish. I think it was too nice of a dish. Wow, what a pass there by Banks. And it should be a Notre Dame ball, right? Sophia Hall is going to take it in with the pressure defense there. This is Knox. Gets the screen. Drives with the left hand. That's not going to count. I think it's on the floor.
Yeah, a little nickel dimer. I believe on Brothers, if I had to guess. Her first, team's 5th.
So Shamira Marshall Brothers called for the foul there. Greek will bring it in.
Our favorite guy didn't agree with that call, Mike, surprisingly.
Banks on Kelly, pokes it away, and onto the sideline, Kelly grabs it, and it's going to be Ursuline basketball. Nice play there by Giselle Banks. This is Marshall Brothers. She's going to go to her right, looking for some help back up top to Banks. Into the corner, it's Hannah Kelly for a 3-ball. Loose. Taken by Halligan in the corner. Knocked away by Banks. It's going to go to Notre Dame. And Lizzie Halligan checks back in.
Yeah, might need to get a towel out there. That's a little wet right underneath there where Halligan and the ref are trying to dry it up a little bit.
Well, nothing dries like the bottom of your shoe.
I was expecting the towel.
Oh, there goes the ceiling again. I thought I tightened that up. Nah, towels are for losers. All right, here we go. 4:33 to go. 4:30, 23-17. Ursuline still looking for their first points of the quarter, being outscored 4-0. I said no because Pele died, and this is an honor of Pele.
Yep.
Halligan, she going to drive? Nope, she's going to kick it to Greek. Oh, that's just not right. Jordan Tate with the rebound. Knox is there, and we have a little battle going on.
Should be Ursuline ball.
It is, but that's a great play.
Yep.
Takes possession away from Ursuline because they had the ball there. Jordan Tate to inbound. And we have a foul at midcourt. That'll be a 1-on-1.
Yep.
Fouls on Knox.
She was trying to intercept the pass to Kelly and made a little contact.
But where has the offense gone? Here comes Emma Anthony. She's a good three-point shooter. Skylar Bolden, a little inside presence. And she can also get a little touch for a big. Maybe get some, mix things up a little bit. First point is the quarter is in from Kelly with 4:03 to go. Hannah's second one is up, in and out, and Banks with the rebound. She's double teamed in the corner by Greek, and Lizzie Halligan gets to Bolden.
They didn't start the clock yet.
We're going to have a little bonus basketball. Count it, and one for G Banks. So still 4:03 to go.
Don't pay attention to my clock because I started.
So probably about 3:45 to go, something like that. But it looks like we're going to have some bonus basketball today.
Yep.
A little 20 extra seconds. And now the clock is running. It looks like nobody noticed except you.
Yeah, because I noticed that mine was like at 3:45 left.
That was the first field goal of the quarter, by the way. Bolden's called for the foul. And it's going to be a two-shot foul here for Notre Dame.
Fouls are piling up for both teams here.
That's going to be foul number 6. This one, I think, was on Skylar Bolden. It is Skylar Bolden, her first. So this is a two-shot foul, and shots from now on out in the last 3:52 of the second quarter. First one, good for.
That was
Oh, no, that was no good for Katie Halligan. Second one is up and in. So 26-18. Right? It is 18.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have 18.
Yeah. Into the corner, Emma Anthony for 3. Nice rebound for Kelly. Steps back, she bumps into a player there. Can't get it to go, but it was a nice rebound for Hannah. Lead is 8 for the Raiders. Into the corner. Lizzie Halligan dribbles it off a foot. We'll see whose. It's off of Hannah Kelly's foot. So to be inbounded there into the corner in the corner by Lizzie Halligan to Annie Greek. Banks on her. They got her trapped in the corner and almost stolen by Taylor Brown. There's some good Ursuline defense there. Kind of no woman's land down there. They're telling Banks to give her some room to inbound here. They do get it in. It's Katie Kelly up on the Hornets wing near midcourt. 2:55 to go. Greek fouled by Banks, I believe, is going to be the call.
That's her second.
It's 2 on Giselle Banks.
We have
team 7th.
Each team has one with 3 in Grillo and I'm drawing a blank. Number 2, Knox, and then we have Banks and Halligan with 2 fouls apiece.
Claire Gordon checks in for the Raiders, spelling Gigi Banks. Rebounded by Halligan on the missed free throw. Up and in. Great play by Lizzie Halligan. Pressure defense here for the Irish. They do cross the line. Here's Gordon for Kelly. She loses the handle. Some doing a travel, but they don't get it. Kind of an off-balance shot. Almost went in. Kelly with the rebound and knocks it down. Hannah Kelly with a big bucket there for the Raiders.
I like the way this Irish team plays, Mike. Very
fun to watch.
Yeah, fun to watch. Fundamentally sound.
Turnaround 3, almost in. Rebounded by Taylor Brown. Nearly loses the handle. And she runs into a defender. I think Katie Kelly can't believe it.
She thought she had the position.
It's going to be a 1-on-1.
But according to the referee, she was moving.
We had Katie up here for the interview the other night.
That's her second. I'll tell you what, a lot of the bench players might win this game the way they're calling fouls here in this one.
Of course, Ursuline has a 16-player roster. It looks like there are 5 on the bench here. A couple injured players are ineligible for whatever reason. Players over there for the Irish.
Now, when they get into playoff time, they're only allowed 15.
Yep, and 2 for 2 from the line for Taylor Brown. We will get the stats at halftime. They'll be emailed to us, so we'll have some numbers for you after the half. 2 minutes to go until halftime. Up top, Halligan, the quick release. Oh, That's just not fair.
They've had 3 or 4 go halfway down there. Each team has had a
steal by Sophia Hall.
stolen back.
Right back for Ursuline. Bolden's shot won't go, and rebounded by Lizzie, and then we're going to have a jump ball, and it's going to go to Notre Dame. There's Katie Kelly. Steal. Brown goes coast to coast. She's fouled. Of course, you mentioned earlier the premier physical therapy player of the game will be picked by the stellar panel of 2 at the end of this one. I thought about increasing the panel, Jay, but I kind of like it's just me and you. So,
Okay.
you know, if the other guys were here, they could vote, but they're not here.
If they're watching at home, more than welcome to send in a vote. I don't think any of our other guys are watching us, or they would have been here.
Emma Rocheleau back in. First one was good for Brown. 1 for 2.
She's made 3 of her last 4.
Annie Greek guarded by Taylor Brown. Ursuline in that zone, they like to pack the middle and make you shoot it over or around them. You're very rarely going to go through them. That's the plan, at least.
Well, right now they're playing man-to-man.
Three-pointer. Hall with the rebound. Stripped. Brown going one way. Shot up for Anthony. Rebound. Kelly off the glass. Won't go in. .30 left in the first half. Been entertaining. A little scoring slowed down quite a bit. It's a 8-7 in favor of Ursuline as they went 5 minutes without a point. Lizzie Halligan, what's going on down there? Kelly gets it. Going the other way, 10 seconds. Brown puts up a quick 3, misses everything. And with 3.6 on the clock, we'll see if Notre Dame can, and that's time. Let's see if they can get in there with some defenders in their face.
I heard something. What you got?
That'll count.
Ooh.
Nearly goes in, and that's going to do it for the first half. Ursuline scores some points late in the half. They lead 31-20. We're going to take our extended commercial break and back in about 10 minutes with half number 2.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the raw bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon.
Melissa Ellis is part of 4 Acre Realty Company. She is licensed in both Delaware and Pennsylvania. Melissa knows that being personable and patient is a key to her success as a realtor. Helping both buyers and sellers understand current market values and conditions puts them in the best position when making an offer or pricing a home for sale. That kind of high-level professional communication and her skill at being a team player put Melissa's clients at ease, knowing she has their best interests at heart. Melissa is also an athlete herself, playing multiple sports so she understands what teamwork means. She is still involved in sports, whether it's sponsoring, coaching, or being team mom for her own 2 daughters' teams. What sets her apart is how grateful Melissa is for the trust of her clients. She never takes that trust for granted. She affords all people respect and honesty and works hard to be the support system clients need and deserve. Melissa Ellis. Strong connections, strong service.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
But have you tried Premier?
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. When someone called me to do a job, I always said yes. Whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. For any of your painting needs, we can handle it.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fan wear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is a perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution. We are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon.
Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us.
All right, just back in time from dinner. It's Mike Lang and Jason Williams. Well, Jason hasn't eaten yet.
I haven't finished yet. I can't eat fast. 10 minutes is not long enough.
I just kind of shoved down a couple of meatball sandwiches. Meatball sliders, really. I'm not eating several sandwiches. And a brownie. Mrs. Meeker made the brownies, by the way.
I went rollless.
But we're going to give it a two-pointer to Banks to start the third for Ursuline and lead us 13. Notre Dame from Pennsylvania, from Villanova, Pennsylvania, against the Ursuline Raiders. A couple of good Catholic schools here, and Halligan loses the handle but regains. Nice play, Lizzie Halligan, 33-22. We might be off to the races in the scoring again in this quarter like we were in quarter number one. And I'd be okay with that because that was fun to watch.
That was a fun first quarter.
More Notre Dame coming at you. Carabel Academy and Notre Dame from Staten Island, New York, coming up after this at 6-ish, 30-ish. Into the middle. Tate won't go for her. Katie Kelly gets the loose ball. Up the right side. And that's Halligan looking for Katie Halligan inside. Knocked away by Jordan Tate. Skylar Bolden's going to check in early here for Coach Noonan, and Jordan Tate is going to get a rest. And she's getting a lesson over there, a basketball lesson. If you know John Noonan, he's always teaching.
I have no ounce of talent, but I would play for him just because.
You know, you'd learn some basketball
Correct.
and other stuff from John Noonan. Gigi Banks scores again there. So 2 buckets for her here early in the third. The lead is 13 for the Raiders. Chloe Knox inside. Nice play to Halligan. Just doesn't get the roll, but that was a nice looking play. That ball's out of bounds off of Grillo, and it's going to stay. No, it's going to go to Ursuline.
Well, I thought he pointed white, and then he changed it to black, and that, I think, is the right call.
So it's Taylor Brown, Gigi Banks, Hannah Kelly, Abby Grillo, and Skylar Bolden for the Raiders. The Halligans, Lizzie and Katie. Katie Kelly, number 10 right there. Annie Greek, we have a foul.
No.
And Chloe Knox. Foul's on Katie Kelly.
I think that's her
There
third.
might be 3 on Katie. Katie Kelly with Taylor Brown. Inbound pass up and in for Grillo. And we have a timeout for Coach Power. 30 seconds.
I have a 37-22.
Yeah, that last bucket should make it 37.
Okay, just double check with you.
We're not the official scorer, but I'm pretty sure you were correct.
I had a chance to talk to Lane. He was in between. He had the Ursuline game last night. That's Plymouth White Marsh.
Referees always keep him busy. They need more.
Exactly right. We need more.
So the scoreboard has been changed, so that was correct.
I think might get the quarter break. I'm gonna indulge into some of these meatballs.
All right, so inbound play coming right there. A little backcourt pressure. Halligan double team Kelly and Grillo. It's going to be a foul. I believe it's going to be on Grillo. It will be her 4th.
So she had that good start to the game, like 11 points in the first quarter. But foul trouble has really with 4 fouls, Mike, I'm sure she's going to probably have to stop the remaining 6 minutes of this quarter, I would think.
And checking in is going to be Emma Anthony. Yeah, I would think so. 15-point lead helps Coach Noonan. He's got a deep bench, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, his bench is really deep.
Into Katie Halligan. Nice play with the left hand. Takes the dish. It may have been Greek on the assist. Sometimes I'm looking in this little monitor. I can't really see the numbers. I can't tell who the players always are.
That might
Loose
be
ball.
backcourt. Nope.
Lizzie Halligan goes up with the left hand. What the heck is going on out there?
I think
That's about 5 buckets that should have gone in.
I think Halligan's going to blame the ball like you.
Well, how about Banks? Goes all the way in, draws a defender. He gets wide open. Skylar Bolden for 2.
I could watch her play 7 days a week and twice on Sundays.
She probably does that.
I'm sure she does. We saw her at the Chase Fieldhouse in between boys' games shooting.
Knox will get 2 there. Yeah, she was every time out. Seems like
you saw her.
Giselle was on the floor, but that was I just saw the play here on the YouTube feed, which is a couple of seconds behind our live stream, and it looked just as nice. 5:02 to go, third quarter, 15-point lead for the Raiders, wearing their road black uniforms today. I think they have the red ones too that they break out once in a while. I kind of like the black ones a little better.
I do too.
Notre Dame, they were in the blue the other night. There were some sweet-looking blue uniforms.
They were.
With the blue numbers on the blue uniform, but the nice gold outline, they were pretty easy to see. Knox gets off the front of the rim. It's off Kelly. No, it's not off Kelly. It's going to be Ursuline basketball. And they have a 14-point lead. I'm going to try to add to it here. Pressure is on. Long pass up to Banks. Finds a hole in the middle. Goes up the runner. Can't get it to go. It's off Banks, out of bounds. She takes a little hop step there. You know, every time you see that, if you're Ursuline, it's like, yay. But she's, in fact, I think, well, they tried to get Tate in. I think she's going to come in for Gigi Banks, but we'll see in the next stoppage of play.
She went back to the bench, by the way.
All right, inside that, Lizzie Halligan. A blocking foul. They're going to give her a shooting foul. I don't think so. Hannah Kelly with the, it's on the floor. Hannah Kelly with the foul. Third on the Raiders. If Halligan's staying at the free throw line, she said, "Well, I was in my move." So and they immediately pointed to on the floor.
Yeah, I was saying she pointed on the floor, said it was on the floor. You know, I think the East Flyers sometimes they see the continuation that you get in the NBA.
How about that? Greek cuts down the middle and they hit her. 39-27. Brown double team, but Emma Anthony there. Pass intercepted. Coming back the other way. Kelly stops, pops, and drops.
Mike, this press was effective against Padua. Now a different team than Ursuline, but still they were able to get a steal there off the press.
Yeah, and a nice finish there from Katie Kelly. Oh, Banks looks fine out there with the dribbling and the shot. Runs through Kelly at the end there. So the lead back to 12.
Good no call there too, by the way.
Double team, they get it over. Kelly now being hounded by Anthony. Nice pass up to Lizzie Halligan. Greek down the middle. Nice reversal there. Shift from left to right hand off the glass. We're seeing some good basketball here.
I really like this, both teams. But
yeah,
this Academy and Notre Dame team, and they're scrappy, Mike.
They're fun to watch.
Yep.
Kelly, 12-footer. Well, not going to get that bounce. Notre Dame can cut this to single digits with a bucket here. Tate is still waiting to come in. She had returned to the bench, but now is back at the scorer's table. 3.5 to go here, third quarter. Caraville and Notre Dame of New York up next. There's a steal for Banks. She's on the run. And she's going to get that 12-footer every day of the week. Lead back to 12. May not look like there's a good crowd on hand, more than on this side of the floor. We have a block called. I think this is going to be on Banks. Nope, it's actually on Annie Greek from the Irish. Tate in. Emma Anthony is going to head out. So good couple minutes there from Anthony for
Was it
Coach
Greek
Noonan.
or Halligan?
That's Katie Halligan. I thought it said 15. It was 25. So 3 now on Halligan. A near steal underneath. That is waved off.
Well, that should definitely be on the floor.
Holding call.
Fouls,
Third team foul.
Fouls again piling up. That's on Halligan. That's her fourth.
Sophia Hall comes in.
But each team with 3 fouls now here in the second half.
Brown thought about the 3, and she's going to do what she does best. Go back and survey the situation, finds a hole. Everything but the finish for Taylor. Kelly stutter steps there, and it's called for the travel. brings it up this time. It's a luxury for Coach Noonan to have a couple players who can bring the ball up court. Bolden, right corner, being hounded by Greek, and she steals. And she's fouled by, I think, Kelly. That is number 5. Hannah.
Only her second.
Her second.
Team's 4th. You know, both teams are active, Mike, so you're going to see a lot more fouls because both teams are very active defensively.
Into the middle. Short one won't go. Bolden rebounds. And this is Brown this time. Likes that runner, and she's pretty good at it. That time it wouldn't go. In the corner to Knox. Has it poked by Tate, but she regains possession into the corner for Greek. 3 ball, Annie Greek.
Cuts it to a single digits, Mike, now, 43-34.
Brown with Lizzie Halligan in her grill. Gets it to Gigi Banks, and there's no forgiveness. How about that poke by Banks, and this time she'll get the bucket. And she points at her classmate, Taylor Brown, and says, thanks for the dime.
But it was all set up again, Mike, by, like you said, Banks poked it away after the missed shot. Did not hang her head after that unkind roll.
Another 3 attempt from the corner. This one off iron.
Both these teams had so many shots go in and out here today that this score could be a lot higher.
Last minute of play here in the 3rd quarter. 15-footer short. And Knox with the ball, bumped into by Brown, no call. And she'll go into the key, runs into Skylar Bolden. And Kelly takes the loose ball. And a stutter step carry is called on Giselle Banks. Emma Rochelou back in. With 29.8 on the clock here. Jay, bonus basketball today, about 15 or 18 seconds worth in the 2nd quarter, so can't really complain.
Wow.
Katie Kelly looking for some help. Knox looking to go baseline here. 8 seconds left. Kick, save, and a beauty.
That's been called kickball.
On Banks, and with 3.6 left. It's going to be an inbounds right here in front of us by Annie Greek. Raiders looking like they're a little like a 2-1-2 here. Knox is going to run in and throw it up. It's a loose ball, but not up in time. And that'll do it for 3 quarters of action. 45-34, we're back with the 4th. You're watching high school basketball on Delaware Live Sports.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com. First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment.
All right, back at Tatton. I can smell those meatballs from here. 4th quarter action. It's an 11-point lead for the Raiders. And it's going to be Ursuline basketball to... No, it looks like it's going to be, Irish basketball to start the 4th quarter. had the pleasure the last few days of listening to that man right there, Joey Vitri. Joey does a great job. And there's some of the volunteers. Kayla, refereeing, score booking, doing a little of everything. We're underway.
They do it all when they're not refereeing. Sometimes they announce. Sometimes they keep score. Sometimes they pick winners for awards.
And they're making dinner. Or putting out dinner. A lot of volunteers and a lot of businesses that donate to feed all the volunteers and schmoes like us. Rebound inside. Halligan counted and the foul. Good way to start there for the Irish.
Halligan's back in there with the 4 fouls, just something to keep an eye on.
So it's a 9-point lead, 7:30 to go. And Grillo, she's in with her 4.
Yep. That was Kelly's 3rd, by the way. Team's 5th.
Looks good and is, so it's an 8-point game. Hannah Kelly to our left, pass nearly intercepted by Lizzie Halligan. Premier Physical Therapy Player of the Game being named after this one by Jason and myself, and then we will try to get that young lady up here for an interview. Of course, there's an award ceremony after the game. Tate throws it outside, and the shot, I think that was Grillo, bounces high off the rim. Katie Kelly, player of the game for the Irish the other night. Inside, another foul. Hannah Kelly, her 4th. 2 more foul shots coming here for the Irish. They can cut into this lead a little bit more. As we saw last night from Ursuline, Jay, 10-point lead with 3 minutes to go. And it came down to a half-court shot that hit the front rim. And then everybody at Ursuline breathed a sigh of relief when it bounced out.
And now 3 players on the floor playing with 4 fouls.
First foul shot was good. Second one bounces out. Rebounded by Tate. So it's a 7-point lead. 6.5 to go. Brown being double teamed, gets it across to Banks. Into the corner. Kelly puts up a 3. Too hard, but Jordan Tate there to pick up the loose change and deposit it.
That was a big bucket there by Tate, Mike. The lead was cut to 7, and she gets the offensive rebound and the putback.
Yeah, and you know, I'm realizing that nobody's going to understand about putting change in, depositing change in a phone, Jay. You can't do that really anymore.
No.
Got that scoop shot by Taylor Brown. They should have the kids should Google payphones. Banks with a near steal over and back.
That's a tough call because
Coach Power.
I agree
Can't
with.
believe it. I think that was touched.
I do too. I think it was touched, but what he's saying, it was probably repositioned before she went over backcourt. That was a tough call.
She's got the ear of the official in the timeout.
Well, that's not the official who
No, not
called
a timeout. It's a substitution.
So what's he gonna say?
Wasn't my call.
He's doing what he's supposed to do.
Banks hands to Grillo. Back to Banks. Considered a 3. Thought better of it. And Brown in the LeBrons. Counted and the foul. Taylor Brown. So the lead all of a sudden was 7, is now 13.
Yeah, it was all started by that putback basket, Mike. Those are big plays.
She converts.
Because if that was a defensive rebound, it's 7 points coming this way. Instead, it went up to 9, and then, they score 5 straight after that.
Kick ball. It's saved in bounds by Banks. She's in some trouble. And a foul called, and it's going to be possession. We'll see who this one is on.
It was on 15.
Annie Greek.
Which I believe is her 4th.
Banks gets that across. Pass intercepted underneath. It is 4 on Greek.
There's 4 players out there with 4 fouls. I'm guarantee you someone's going to foul out in this game.
Nice save down there on the right side. Chloe Knox can't get it to fall, but she'll shoot a pair, and we'll see who this one's on. It might be, no, we're not going to speculate. 33 is Jordan Tate.
That's only her first, Mike, so she's in good shape.
This is a 2-shot foul for Knox. Ursuline in the penalty with that 7th foul. So shots coming the rest of the 5:13 here for Notre Dame.
5:13, I'm at 4:52. I wonder if they forgot to start it again.
It's at 52-40. Emma Anthony is in there. Brown just dribbles all the way up, hands to Tate. The short jumper just won't go. And the lead remains 12. This is Greek to Lizzie Halligan. Lizzie's had a really good game, and there's 2 more for her. I'm sure she's in double figures. Banks drives, scoops. Lordy, lordy.
Yeah.
You just, some people are just born with that kind of talent, and Giselle Banks is a fortunate young lady.
And Nick got to see the two of the better 8th graders in the country for that Westtown girls team, both nationally ranked in the top 15, and we're seeing 2 here in this one.
Blocked by Tate. Gets it to Banks. Away we go. Long distance. It's going to go almost out of bounds. Saved by, I think that's Katie Kelly. Long pass ahead, stolen by Tate. Almost taken back by Annie Greek. 3:39 to go. Skylar Bolden will check back in. And we have a timeout. 60-second timeout.
Let's see if they...
Jay, we're going to be relying on you for a play-by-play in a couple of minutes.
No play-by-play by me. I'm eating.
There's some slight commentary.
Yeah, we'll do.
I'm going to have something.
I got to do Goldie tomorrow.
I got some pressing business. And I'm being legit here. I got some pressing business. I'm going to be on the camera, but I got some stuff I got to take care of on the phone, some personal business that I have to take care of. But we'll have the game for you. And we will have our premier physical therapy player of the game. Man, who made up this work schedule for me? Oh, I did. All right, here we go. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left. Long distance for Greek. High up in the air, taken by Knox on the offensive board. Two more games to come tonight. Caravelle and the Notre Dame. What was their nickname? I'll have to look it up.
Are they the Lizards?
No, I'll look it up.
Gators.
The Gators. Notre Dame Gators. Close to a lizard. The Notre Dame Gators from New York. That's going to be at about 6:30, and at 8:15 we'll have Newark Charter and St. Mark's.
6 offensive rebounds.
So Katie Halligan, I think Bolden's going to get called for the foul there, but what a job by Katie Halligan to just keep that ball alive. I think Freddie Mercury said it best: keep yourself alive. Keep yourself alive.
That's Bolden's third.
Everybody hear my alarm go off? Just to remind me to take care of this thing. We have some time. So the Raiders lead by 2. 2 minutes 47 seconds to go. 12 and 2. 12. 54-42. They had a big first quarter. They got hot in the second half of the second quarter and then found the shooting range again in the second half. Lizzie Halligan with the offensive rebound. Can't score, but she's fouled. We'll see who this one is on. Bolden again.
That'd be her fourth, I believe, too.
Jordan Tate back off the bench, and she'll come in after the first free throw. 9 team fouls on the Raiders. That is 4 on Skylar Bolden.
Which means 2 free throws the rest of the way. First one's good. One more to go. NBN, nothing but nylon.
They get it to Grillo. Underneath Tate, wide open, knocks it home.
Good job beating the press, get the lead back to 12. After it was cut to 10.
Knox drives, blocked by Tate.
Great block there by Tate. Set up inbound underneath the Raiders basket. Halligan with the miss. Brown with the rebound. Oh, I forgot.
This is Kelly up top. Underneath Kelly open, and she's going to get it with the foul.
Great ball movement.
Today's Friday, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, Katie fouled out, Mike, as that was her 5th.
So Katie Halligan did a solid game. Free throw is good, 59-44. And Jay, looks like my business has been delayed, so I can finish this game out. As we have a minute and a half to go. Ursuline, I think they're going to go to 8-0 now. A pretty good performance today. I was pretty impressed with them. Overcame some adversity in the second quarter. And that's a good Desmond Brown bucket by Brown. I thought a really great effort from the Irish today.
They really played well. A couple of their players got in early foul trouble. Same with Ursuline. And both teams have played really hard.
Annie Greek, a baseline drive. I mean, let's take a look at the Irish here. I think they deserve a little some more recognition. And just I think a great effort today by Notre Dame. Nothing to be ashamed of here. Ursuline's one of the better teams, not only in Delaware, they're one of the better teams in the area. And they're going to be tough for a lot of opponents this year.
Like I said, Mike, you beat an 8-2 Plymouth White Marsh team, and you put that second loss on them. They were 8-1 coming in that game yesterday. That says something. And I was talking about those Westtown kids, Mike. Those nationally ranked 8th graders already getting looks from Division I colleges. They played Sanford down there at Slam Dunk to the Beach, and Sanford didn't. Westtown beat them, but I thought it was a great performance by Sanford down there, and so I think and we saw a good performance from Careville the other day, and I think right now those are the top 3 teams. But right behind them is that Tatnall team we've seen here, and St. Elizabeth's too. Again, great team. So I think that's a 5-team kind of race this year.
Oh, we are underway. Minute to go. 1 minute to go. Underneath, Jazz Wesley checks in and gets a bucket. Steal by Brown. They're going to call Knox for the hold. It's going to be a 1-and-1. Wesley comes in and immediately gets the bucket. On the assist from Gigi Banks to Jazz Wesley.
I think we'll see Brown after to make. I was going to say our unit was yelling. The shot went in. I need my bench in there. He wants to give.
Checking in is Sophia Filipowski, one of the few seniors on the team. And number 12, Claire Gordon. That one is in. We're going to get another. There's Claire Gordon checking in now.
For Brown.
Chimera Marshall Brothers is back in for Abby Grillo.
I would think.
And number 4
Ursula
is, Ava Panuto.
Ursula would drop back, and they did.
Shot is up. Rebound. Loose ball. It's going to stay with the Irish. With 40 seconds to go. Sophia Hall will inbound the ball here. Nice scoop shot there by Greek. And near steal, we're going to have a foul. There's going to be some foul shots coming, I believe, for Filipowski. And during volleyball, Jay, me erroneously reported that Sophia had graduated, and she had not.
Oh, yeah.
Her sister played volleyball this year. She's still very much a student at Ursuline Academy. And there she is in the flesh, number 3. Sophia had some fun at my expense, by the way. I ran into her. And she's on the board. As Ursuline has opened us up a little bit, this game was a little bit closer than 18 points.
It was 8.
Not long ago.
Yeah. With the
45-38, it was a 7-point game there for a second.
And with the chance to go down to 5 after a missed shot, but Ursuline grabbed the offensive rebound and went to 9.
Into the middle, Lizzie Halligan. Like I said, she's had herself quite an afternoon. 18 seconds to go. Steal, Annie Greek, ball's on the floor. Shamira Marshall Brothers has it. She fumbles it out of bounds. She had a little pressure on her from Sophia Hall. And with 12 seconds to go, it'll be perhaps the last inbound of the game. Back to Greek, launches a long 3. And Ava Panuto gets the rebound for. She's going to dribble it out. Or she's going to pass it to Sophia. That's not going to count. And that's your final. Ursuline, pretty impressive, 67-50 victory. Jay, our player of the game, we got to decide now. Is it going to be this or this?
I know. I was thinking the same too, Mike. Oh, God.
Boy.
Let's go 2-1.
All right, Abby Grillo. Let me go down and find Abby. Have a little. Hey, Chuck Durante in the house. We have a little bit of an award ceremony to go. And I'll be back, we hope, with Abby Grillo shortly thereafter. And who knows, maybe Chuck Delaware will come up. Right back after this.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy.
But have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware.
They have a special meeting, and this one is in honor of Mr. Jim Ford, who was a longtime official in IGO Board 11 and helped on the Diamond State Classic. And here to present the award on his honor is the Ford family. So please come over. And if I understand correctly, we're going to have one of the grandchildren read the criteria for this award, right? The Jim Ford Award is presented to the player who demonstrates a love for the game, who plays hard both offensively and defensively, but never forgets to have fun. Her enthusiasm for the game makes for such an enjoyable experience for all involved. And the award goes to Ursuline number 5, Hannah Kelly.
At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy.
But have you tried Premier?
All right, we're back at the Tatnall School. Ursuline fresh off a 67-50 victory over the Academy of Notre Dame de Namur of Villanova. Abby, I know sometimes you don't know these teams when you come in. I don't know if you had a chance to watch them the other night. They had some real good players in there. What did you think of, how did you adjust to the Irish today? I can't hang on. I got to turn your volume up. Well, that's a good thing. I couldn't hear you. All right, let's try. How do you adjust to a team when you haven't seen them play or you don't really know? You play a lot of these games early in the season, so I guess you get used to playing teams you're not very familiar with.
Usually we just go out there and start playing and adjust as we go. Like, we just play really hard defense and run our offenses and just look for the open player.
You played last night, the last game here against Plymouth Whitemarsh, a big win, and that was another great game. Is it tough for you? I know you guys are young, so you go home, got to rest. Basically, you're getting up and you're back here. Do you like having that short turnaround, or would you prefer to have maybe a day between games?
I like having it like consistent games, but I think it's good for the team to have a few breaks and get practicing and reviewing our plays and stuff.
So you guys are starting 2 8th graders, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the old one, Hannah, and then you and Jordan. So you got 2 sophomores, 2 8th graders, and a senior. 7-0 so far. Are you? Did you guys expect maybe some growing pains, or are you going through some growing pains that maybe people don't see, even though you're 7-0? I'm sure you guys are still making adjustments with Gigi and Taylor. How's that whole thing been going with the youth on this team?
We're definitely making a lot of adjustments, but I think everyone's getting along and playing well together. And I think it's good to have a young team so that we can all like grow together and have like a bond, so we can all play together.
And your role with this team last year, you played. I remember if you started. You may have started some games, and now as a starter, is it a different feeling for you with Coach Noonan putting that kind of trust in you?
Sometimes. I mean, I'm kind of like used to it, but like I just know I have a role to play, and I try to play that role well.
Like I said, you guys were at She Got Game, and then you played here, and I know you're going to the showcase in Philadelphia in a week and a half or 2 weeks or whatever that is, and you played Padua and Mount Pleasant in state. Eventually, you're going to get into that in-state schedule. How do these games? I mean, it's kind of an obvious question. How did playing these kinds of games help you prepare for that schedule that you have in state?
These games definitely help us prepare because it's better competition, and we get to run our plays under like good defense and get a different feel for how like hard we have to play, even against like lesser teams. So. Yeah.
And then you guys have the St. E's game that was moved to next Thursday, and I know, we don't look too far. This is our job to look ahead. We're looking ahead of February, where you have 3 home games: Caravel, Sanford, and St. Elizabeth's all in a row. Should be a pretty fun season for the Raiders. Right? And you guys get a great crowd out there. Your student section's always pretty good, but I'm sure you would encourage everybody to come out and watch the Raiders this year, huh?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun team. It's a fun team, Jay. You came out and nailed some 3 threes in the first quarter. Abby, I don't know you had it in you, but apparently you said, "Give me that ball, Taylor," and a nice, well-rounded team you have here. It's nice to have all those weapons, isn't it? So, all right, we had to ask you.
Yeah.
Favorite Christmas gift?
I got a new pair of Uggs, so that was probably my.
It's all footwear.
I know.
Everybody bring up it's footwear. We had the LeBrons, the Jordans,
and the Uggs.
And the Uggs.
Yeah.
Here's a couple of Uggs right here, but I'm not talking about shoes. Abby, you can go enjoy this game with your teammates. I know you guys are back in action probably Tuesday or Thursday. I know you're at St. E's next Thursday. 7-0. The Ursuline Raiders ranked 3rd, I believe, in the Delaware Live top 10 and looking to move up, I'm sure. Abby, we will see you around because we see you all the time, and thanks for doing this, and congratulations on a big game today. And we'll see you along. We're going to wrap this up here before we go. For Jason Winchell, Mike Lang, and Abby Grillo, who had a fantastic game today. Join us in about 15 minutes for Caravel and the other Notre Dame right here from the Diamond State Classic. And thanks for watching, everybody.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Abby.